December 22, 1944, Ardennes Forest, Belgium, 1642 hours. A German patrol of 19 men moves through a narrow valley. They walk in a loose column. Their boots crack ice, their breath clouds white. They do not speak. Above them, on both ridges, American soldiers lie motionless in snow-covered positions. 63 men total. Rifles are shouldered. Machine guns are mounted. Fields of fire overlap. The Germans are enclosed. They do not know. The valley is 200 meters long, 50 meters wide. Trees line both sides. The ground is uneven. Visibility is reduced by fog and failing light. The Americans have been in position since 1400 hours. They have not moved. They have not fired. The Germans continue forward. They are halfway through the valley. The trap is complete. The range is optimal. The advantage is absolute. No one fires. No order is given. The Germans keep walking. The Americans keep watching. The silence is total. The valley runs east to west between two forested ridges in the northern sector of the Ardennes offensive. The American unit is a composite of 2 infantry platoons from separate companies, both detached during the German advance 3 days prior. They regrouped at a supply depot 14 kilometers north and were ordered to conduct reconnaissance along the southern approach routes. A first lieutenant commands. His orders are to observe and report. Engagement is authorized only if necessary. The platoons moved into position at dawn on December 22. They established an L-shaped ambush line covering the valley floor and the eastern exit. Machine gun positions are sited at both ends. Riflemen are spaced at intervals along the ridges. Cover is adequate. Concealment is excellent. The Germans belong to a reconnaissance element from a Volksgrenadier division. Their mission is to scout American positions and locate supply routes. They are lightly armed. Rifles, 1 submachine gun, 2 machine pistols, no heavy weapons. No radio contact has been observed. They entered the valley from the east at 16 to 38. They are moving west. They have not deployed scouts. They have not taken tactical precautions. They are moving as if the area is secure. It is not secure. It is an ambush position. The Americans are waiting. The first lieutenant was trained at Fort Benning in 1942. He has been in combat since October. He has led patrols. He has coordinated ambushes. Standard doctrine is explicit. An ambush is initiated when the maximum number of enemy personnel are within the kill zone. The kill zone is defined by overlapping fields of fire. The signal to fire is given by the senior officer or by the opening shot from the primary weapon. The primary weapon is typically a machine gun. 2 machine guns are positioned in this ambush. Both are M1919 Brownings. Both are loaded. Both are aimed. The crews are trained. The procedure is rehearsed. The lieutenant has conducted this type of operation 4 times since October. All 4 resulted in engagement. All 4 resulted in casualties. The doctrine does not allow for discretion once the enemy is in position. The doctrine assumes that an ambush is set because engagement is intended. The German patrol is now entirely within the kill zone. All 19 men are visible. The range is between 40 and 90 meters. Optimal for rifles. Optimal for machine guns. The Germans continue moving. They do not scan the ridges. They do not halt. They do not take cover. The expectation is immediate engagement. The lieutenant does not give the signal. The machine gunners wait. The riflemen wait. The Germans walk forward. The lieutenant does not raise his hand. He does not fire his weapon. He does not speak. His eyes track the German column. His jaw is set. His breathing is controlled. He does not move. The machine gunner to his left watches him. The gunner's hand rests on the trigger. He does not squeeze. He does not look away. He waits. The riflemen along the ridge wait. No one shifts position. No one adjusts aim. The Germans are 15 meters past the center of the kill zone. They are moving toward the western exit. The range begins to open. The advantage begins to narrow. The lieutenant does not signal. His hand remains on his rifle. His finger is outside the trigger guard. He does not move it. The machine gunner's eyes return to the German column. His hand does not move. The lieutenant's expression does not change. He watches. He does not act. The moment extends. The Germans continue. The trap does not spring. The Germans reach the western end of the kill zone. They are now at maximum effective range for the ambush. The lieutenant does not give the order. The men along the ridge begin to register confusion. They do not speak. They do not move. They wait. One rifleman glances toward the lieutenant's position. He cannot see him clearly through the trees. He returns his attention to the Germans. The Germans begin to exit the valley. 3 men pass beyond the tree line at the western edge. 4 men. 5 men. The column is fragmenting. The ambush opportunity is degrading. The lieutenant remains silent. One of the machine gunners turns his head slightly toward the squad leader positioned behind him. The squad leader does not respond. He is watching the lieutenant. The lieutenant does not move. The Germans continue walking. 6 men are now beyond the ridgeline. 7, 8. The remaining 11 are still visible but moving steadily west. The riflemen do not fire. The machine guns do not fire. No one understands. No one asks. The protocol is clear. The signal has not been given. Without the signal, no one fires. The Germans disappear one by one into the tree line. 9, 10, 11. The valley is emptying. 18 men are gone. The 19th man, walking at the rear of the column, pauses. He looks back toward the east. He does not look up. He turns and follows the others. He disappears. The valley is empty. No explanation is provided at the time. No discussion occurs. What can be reconstructed is limited. The lieutenant had clear tactical advantage. He had superior numbers. He had prepared positions. He had surprise. He had authorization to engage. Standard doctrine dictated engagement. The opportunity was optimal. The outcome would have been favorable. The ambush would have succeeded. The Germans would have sustained casualties. The Americans would have sustained minimal or no casualties. The mission parameters allowed for this action. The lieutenant chose not to act. What is known from later statements is this: the lieutenant observed the German patrol for 4 minutes before it entered the valley. He observed their movement. He observed their formation. He observed their equipment. He observed their posture. They were not advancing aggressively. They were not scouting effectively. They were moving through terrain as if retreating or withdrawing. The lieutenant noted this. He noted that they carried minimal ammunition. He noted that they appeared fatigued. He noted that their spacing was poor. He noted that they showed no tactical awareness. He made an assessment. The assessment was not doctrinal. It was observational. The patrol was not a threat. It was not advancing toward American positions. It was not calling in positions. It had no radio. It was moving west, away from the front line. Engaging the patrol would produce noise. Noise would reveal the American position. The position was valuable for observation. It overlooked 3 approach routes. Maintaining the position was more valuable than eliminating a patrol that posed no immediate threat. This was the calculation. It was operational. It was not compassionate. It was not moral. It was tactical. The lieutenant did not give the order because the order was not necessary. The lieutenant remains in position for 3 minutes after the Germans leave the valley. He does not move. He does not speak. The men along the ridge remain in position. They do not stand. They do not lower their weapons. They wait. At 16:51, the lieutenant gestures to the squad leader nearest him. The gesture is brief, 2 fingers, then a circling motion. The squad leader nods. He passes the signal. The men begin to withdraw from their positions. They move slowly. They do not speak. They collect their equipment. They move back from the ridge line into deeper cover. The machine gun crews disassemble their weapons. They pack the components. They move north along the ridge. The lieutenant is the last to leave. He observes the valley one final time. It is empty. It is silent. He turns and follows his men. The platoons regroup 400 meters north at a pre-designated rally point. The lieutenant conducts a brief head count. All personnel are present. No casualties. No contact. He does not address the decision. He does not explain. He issues new orders. The unit will move northwest and establish observation on a secondary road. They move out at 17:10. The valley is left behind. No marker. No indication. The snow begins to fall again. No after-action report mentions the German patrol. The lieutenant's daily log, submitted on December 23, lists movement to observation positions and notes no enemy contact. The report lists terrain conditions and visibility. It does not list the ambush. It does not list the decision. The men in the platoons do not discuss it openly. Some discuss it quietly. No consensus emerges. Some believe the lieutenant made an error. Some believe he made the correct decision. No one questions him directly. The chain of command does not inquire. The mission was reconnaissance. Reconnaissance was conducted. No engagement occurred because no engagement was necessary. This is consistent with orders. The battalion commander reviews the report. He does not comment. The division intelligence summary for December 22 lists limited enemy activity in the sector. It does not reference a German patrol in the valley. The Germans do not report the movement. The patrol returns to its unit on December 23. No contact is noted in their log. The patrol leader does not mention the valley. He does not mention the feeling of being observed. If he felt it, he does not record it. The official record shows nothing. The absence is complete. The first lieutenant survives the war. He is discharged in November 1945. He returns to Ohio. He works as a machinist. He does not discuss the war frequently. In 1958, he attends a reunion of his battalion. He speaks briefly with men from his platoons. One of them asks about the valley. The lieutenant acknowledges the question. He does not elaborate. He says only that the situation did not require engagement. He does not defend the decision. He does not revisit it. In 1973, he is interviewed by a local historian documenting veteran experiences. He provides basic details of his service. He mentions the Ardennes. He does not mention the ambush. He does not mention the decision. In 1981 he dies. He leaves no memoir. He leaves no letters describing the incident. The men who were present scatter after the war. Some remain in contact. Most do not. In 1964, one of the machine gunners writes a brief account of his service. He mentions several engagements. He mentions the cold. He does not mention the valley. In 1979, another veteran is asked about unusual experiences during the war. He mentions the ambush that was not executed. He does not remember the date. He does not remember the exact location. He remembers only that they let a German patrol walk through. He does not remember why. The German patrol is never identified. The men are never named. Their records, if they survive, contain no reference to the valley. The silence is mutual. The valley in the Ardennes is forested now as it was then. The ridges are unchanged. The terrain is the same. The trees have grown. Some have fallen. New growth has replaced them. No marker indicates what did not happen there. No monument records the decision. The ambush positions are gone. The snow has melted and returned 79 times since December 1944. The ground holds no memory. The first lieutenant is buried in Ohio. The men who waited on the ridge are buried elsewhere. The Germans who walked through the valley are buried in places unknown or recorded without detail. The war ended. The records closed. The moment dissolved. The trap was set. The enemy was surrounded. The order was not given. The silence held. That is all.